There are plenty of scary animated series to choose from. Some have gloomy themes while others are a bit more lighthearted. But today we're going to break down some of the scariest. Here are the top 10 scariest horror cartoons of all time. We hope you enjoy. First up at number 10 is My Pet Monster. My Pet Monster was a show about a supernatural monster who comes to life when his chains are loosened. He quickly meets two youngsters who try to hide him from the world. At the same time, a vicious creature named Beaster escapes Monsterland, intending to reclaim Monster. My Pet Monster was a short-lived but popular hit with equal parts comedy and terror. At number 9 is Gargoyles. Gargoyles was a unique spin on Disney's earlier animated children's shows. It included sophisticated narratives and dark themes with elements of gothic horror, fantasy, and science fiction. The outcome was a classic animation that was much ahead of its time. The story follows an ancient family of gargoyles imprisoned in stone for centuries until a wealthy businessman breaks their curse and brings them back to life. The serialized storytelling style was novel at the time and drew listeners into the greater story. At number 8, we have The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy on Cartoon Network was one of the first shows to feature the horror cartoon genre. The show began in 2001 with two young kids, Billy and Mandy. The children coerce the Grim Reaper of all people into servitude after cheating and beating him at a game of limbo. The Jamaican accented Grim Reaper was often obliged to use his magical talents to explore the underworld or even meet famous creatures like Dracula and the Wolfman. At number 7, we have Ah Monsters. Returning to the world of children's animated television, we have Ah Monsters, a show that ran for 4 seasons from 1994 to 1997 with 52 episodes. The show focused on Ickis, Oblina, and Crumb. The Grumble taught the monsters how to become the ideal monsters, terrorizing people all across the world. It's one of the best horror comedies. At number 6 is Ghostbusters. The Real Ghostbusters, which aired on ABC, is the must-see horror show. Beginning in 1986, the show followed the original Ghostbusters as they battled ghostly apparitions and threats throughout New York City. Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters was renamed after the 4th season. With the help of other ghosts and characters, Slimer was able to defeat his opponent Professor Norman Dweeb in this new arrangement for the show. At number 5 is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is another popular animated horror series based on the live-action movie. From the 1988 classic horror film, Beetlejuice and Lydia explore the Netherworld and the real world, a little New England community called Peaceful Pines. On screen, Beetlejuice is a con artist who continuously tries to scam the citizens of the Netherworld and Peaceful Pines both. He would often con people and otherworldly creatures, from Netherworld babies to auto racing victims. At number 4, we have Spawn. Todd McFarlane's Spawn is one of the most adult horror cartoon programs ever created. Spawn follows a former commando and government assassin in a covert black ops unit who was betrayed and killed by a dear friend. The man made a bargain with the devil Malebolgia to become one of his Hellspawn troops in exchange for returning to Earth. Spawn is essentially a rotting corpse on a mission. At number 3 is Castlevania. Castlevania is probably the most popular current horror animated series on Netflix. The show has already aired 2 seasons and has been renewed for a 3rd. The 2017 show is based on the popular Konami video game series of the same name. After the death of his wife, the great vampire Count Dracula wants vengeance and sends an army of demons to overrun Wallachia. Whatever it is, it's meant to be a region south of Transylvania and home to the Belmont family. Trevor Belmont seeks friends to fight off the vampire menace. At number 2, we have Creepy Crawlers. Creepy Crawlers was the next major hit horror cartoon series at the time of its release. This show was special since it was based on a famous Toymax Bugmaker series for kids. The 2-season show began in 1994 and was produced by Saban Entertainment. The show followed Chris Carter, a regular youngster who worked in a magic shop and invented the Magic Maker. A band of mutant bug monsters joined Chris in a battle against evil forces. And finally, at number 1 is Courage the Cowardly Dog. The best horror-themed cartoon on Cartoon Network by far is Courage the Cowardly Dog. The show followed an anthropomorphic pinkish dog named Courage and ran for 4 seasons starting way back in 1996. The show blended numerous genres, from sci-fi to horror. Courage was abandoned as a pup after his parents were taken into space, but he was adopted by the elderly couple Eustace and Muriel in Nowhere, USA. Muriel found and rescued the meek pup, despite Eustace's yelling. Courage shields the pair from supernatural and monster threats alike across the entire show. So there you have it, folks. Did you like today's video? Let us know down in the comments below if any of these shows scared you. With this though, we're going to wrap up the video, so if you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more incredible videos like this one. We hope to meet you guys again in the next video, but until then, I'll catch you later.